Hello, and welcome to UW-Oshkosh Counseling Center's Anxiety Reduction Workshop Session 1. My name is Kristen Marin, and I'm one of the staff counselors here at the Counseling Center, and I'm excited to bring you this workshop that you can watch on your own. First, I wanted to give you an overview of the workshop. So today's workshop is session 1. We will have 3 sessions in this workshop series. There will be times throughout the workshop where I will ask you to stop the video and reflect and complete discussion questions or reflect on the material you've covered so far. So please be ready to do that. If you have questions, you can contact the Counseling Center. And if you're currently experiencing a mental health crisis, please use these crisis numbers on this slide to get in touch with a mental health crisis counselor. So first, we wanted to answer some questions about what you need to know for anxiety. A first important question is, why does fear occur? So fear is a natural reaction and a built-in response we all have. Fear can be helpful in the sense that it warns us when there's danger. So for example, if a lion is chasing you, it's helpful to feel fear so you can act quickly to protect yourself. Common fear responses are fight, flight, and freeze, which are all built-in responses meant to help us protect ourselves from danger. So then the question is, what's helpful versus unhelpful fear? So we covered helpful fear protects us from danger. Unhelpful fear, or what we call anxiety, occurs when we have fear despite not being in current danger. So often this fear can spread out in a general way. We might think, what if I see a tiger? What if I fail a test? But these fears are not helping us to address a current danger. And unhelpful fears can also happen when we can't even pinpoint exactly what it is that we're afraid of. So for example, if you wake up one day and feel nervous but aren't sure why and can't really figure that out, sometimes it can be a more general fear that's not based on a specific situation or a specific danger. Now we'll watch a brief video which will talk more about our discussion of fear.
Watch this. One little piece of paper can have a remarkable effect. Stress is stressful. But if you understand a bit about what it is, you'll be better able to deal with it. First though, take a few deep breaths. In fact, do that anytime you feel stressed. It helps. Stress is a survival mechanism. When danger appears, it can get you out of trouble quickly. Your body crashes up the gears and throws all its resources into getting you moving. Your heart pumps furiously to increase blood pressure, glucose is sent to the muscles as a fuel injection, and you become totally focused on what psychologists call fight or flight. Thing is, this emergency state is only meant to last just long enough to get you out of danger. But here in the 21st century, we stress about different things, and for much, much longer. Your brain and body stay on red alert, and you'll be less able to think clearly, learn, or remember things. Take a few more deep breaths, because as you now know, stress is a physical reaction, and deep breathing helps to counteract its effects. So, what else can you do? Okay, top tips to reduce stress. First, get plenty of exercise. Let out all that locked up energy. Now, back to the problem. Get in control. Scope out the situation and how you're going to tackle it. Don't stress alone. talk to someone, socialize, and have a laugh. You can't laugh and quake with fear at the same time. Get down with nature on a big or small scale. And if your mind won't stop worrying, give it something else to do instead.
Another important thing you need to know is what is the line between stress and anxiety. Generally, stress is a response to something outside of ourselves, so something external, like a deadline in school or having an argument with a roommate. And the stress will go away once the situation has been resolved. So because stress is caused by external factors, tackling those factors with problem solving or solutions can often help. Anxiety then is a person's specific reaction to stress. So it's your own internal reaction to stress. And anxiety is typically characterized by persistent feelings of apprehension or dread, and these often occur in situations that are not actually a threat or a danger to yourself. Unlike stress, anxiety can continue even after a problem or a concern has been solved, so it can linger. So again, there's a fine line between stress and anxiety, and they both have pretty identical symptoms. They can cause trouble sleeping, difficulty concentrating, fatigue, muscle tension, and irritability. So it can be helpful to know for yourself, when are you feeling anxious versus when are you feeling stressed. So now, if you'd like to stop the video, I have 2 questions for you to write about and answer. First, what do you feel in your body when stressed? And second, what do you feel in your body when calm, peaceful, and relaxed? So take a moment to stop and do that. So today we're going to focus on managing anxiety, particularly the physical components of anxiety. That's going to be a big focus for today's workshop. And one of the things we can use is progressive muscle relaxation. So why is that something that we use? And the reason is that this is a scientifically based way to relax the body and the mind. And one of the things we know is that by relaxing the muscles, this can help to lower anxiety and even prevent anxiety from getting as high as it would have been without relaxed muscles. An important caveat that I want to make is this quote here. It doesn't have a known author, but the quote is, "Never in the history of calming down has anyone ever calmed down by being told to calm down." So one of the points I wanted to make here is that often an unhelpful thing that people will tell us about anxiety is, just calm down. Don't worry about it. Don't be anxious. And that is really a not helpful response, and probably something you might have gotten from others in your life. And so with progressive muscle relaxation, our hope is that you know that this is not us saying just calm down, but this is us giving you a tool you can use, and you can practice it particularly in moments where you aren't feeling anxious, so that your body can then tap into it later when you are feeling anxious. So again, this is a tool to manage the anxiety and a way to help yourself reduce the likelihood of anxiety getting to a higher level. So in the interest of time, I'm going to do a shorter progressive muscle relaxation exercise, and then we will have some resources at the end with some longer exercises. So during this exercise, I will ask you to tense a certain muscle group for a short time period. I will then ask you to suddenly relax that muscle group for a longer period of time. We'll repeat this process for several muscle groups in the body. The goal of this exercise is to increase awareness of your body. While tensing a muscle group, be sure to focus on the sensation of tension building in the muscles. And then when you relax a muscle group, be sure to focus on the sensation of tension flowing out of your muscle. So, in summary, try to keep your focus on the muscles and the sensations you are experiencing in your body. And when your focus has drifted, gently bring it back to the sound of my voice and continue with this exercise. So, are you ready? Let's begin. So first, position yourself as comfortably as you can. Shift your weight so you allow your body to be fully supported by whatever it is that you're resting on. Next, we're going to take 3 deep abdominal breaths together. Inhale slowly and deeply through your nose. Bring the air deep into your belly. And now slowly release the air through your mouth. Once again, slowly inhale through your nose. Hold it. Slowly exhale. And imagine all tension flowing out of your body. One more time. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. And slowly push the air out. Now try to keep the rest of your body relaxed as you clench both of your fists. Notice the tension building in your fists and forearms, tighter and tighter. And now relax. Allow both of your hands to go limp. Feel the tension rush out of your forearms. Breathing deeply as you relax. Feeling the relaxation. Next, bend your elbows and tighten the muscles of your biceps, making a muscle. Tense them as hard as you can without straining, and focus on the tension. And now relax. Feel the difference as you allow your hands to drop down and relax. You're feeling more and more relaxed with each deep breath. Next, tense the muscles of your triceps by extending your arms out straight and locking your elbows. Hold that tension in your triceps. Focus on that feeling of tightness. And now let go. Feel the tension flowing out of your muscles as you allow your arms to drop down, feeling more and more relaxed. Focus your attention on your head now. Wrinkle the muscles in your forehead as tight as you can. Feel the tension above your brow tighter and tighter. And now relax. allow your forehead to become smooth again. Take another deep breath and relax. Now shrug your shoulders and raise them up to your ears. Focus on the tension in your collarbone and across your shoulder blades. Hold that tension. And now relax. Feel the rush of relaxation as you drop your shoulders down. Continue breathing deeply, feeling calm and at rest. Next, tighten the muscles around your shoulder blades. Push your shoulder blades back as if you were going to touch them together. Hold the tension between your shoulder blades. Tighter and tighter. And now relax. Let it go. Allow your shoulders to drop again. Release the tension from your shoulder blades. Just relax deeper and deeper. Again, feel the relaxation in your muscles, in your hands, your arms, your forehead, your shoulders. Take a slow, deep breath in and slowly exhale. Notice your body feeling loose and relaxed, calm and rested. Here's a short video that gives you a visual example of how you can take breaths in sync with this design as one way of relaxation. The next part of our workshop is we're going to talk about breaking the cycle of anxiety. This is from an article that we will link to at the end of the video. And this will walk you through a 3-part process. So I'm going to first cover part one. Part one is getting out of your mind and back into your body. So what we know is that it's best to notice if you're having anxious thoughts early on, before the spiral of anxiety takes hold. So you want to get out of your mind and be able to find a quiet place to settle into your body. And one of the things you might notice is when you settle in, when you get in touch with those sensations in your body, it will likely be uncomfortable because you'll be feeling that fear. And even though these are difficult and uncomfortable sensations, they want to be able to get out of your body and to discharge. So even though this is uncomfortable, even if you can for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, if you can get in touch with it, that can be helpful. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to give yourself a few moments, a few seconds to feel in your body. You will notice that your mind is going to jump back. You're going to get caught up in anxious thoughts. Our next workshop is going to cover more about thoughts, so stay tuned. But what's going to happen is you're going to get caught back up in those thoughts. If that happens, what I'm going to ask you to do is take some deep breaths. Draw that air in. To try follow your breathing. You might sigh or yawn. And you might just try lowering your shoulders like we did in the last episode, or in the last slide. So take a few moments to either try this or to imagine how you could try this after watching this recording. So part two. Next, you want to clear the fear response. So now that you can feel your body, you want to be able to break down those physical sensations and be able to allow the body to let go of that fear, the physical sensation of the fear, which is typically not something easy. This is something that's going to take practice and is something that's going to be felt in your body, not just you telling yourself, let it go, or thinking, let it go. This is in your body. And so this is something where you'll want to retrain your body to do this. And so you can break down the sensations. For example, you might notice you're feeling cold, or you might notice that you're feeling tension or stiffness. You might notice that you're finding that it's hard to breathe. You're feeling breathless or short of breath. And so what you can do is notice each of those and take some steps to stretch, to breathe, and to clear that fear out of your body. So for example, if you're feeling that cold sensation that often comes up when we feel fear, what you can do is lie under a blanket or get into a warmer environment. If you're feeling stiff, that's where you can stretch. You want to be doing the opposite of these sensations to help yourself clear that response. So again, please take a moment to try this out yourself right now, or to think through how you could try it out after watching this video. So finally, we'll cover part three. which is calming your body. So this is where you're really going to sink into that relaxation. You might be closing your eyes, you might be lying down, you might be doing soothing and relaxing activities such as music, aromatherapy, anything that feels relaxing to you. And this is something that we don't want you to rush. So this is something where you can take your time with things like light reading, relaxing music. You want to give yourself and your body that time to recover. And so you want to have that patience with yourself. One thing that can sometimes happen is kind of this rebound effect, where for some people, once you do get to this point of relaxation, the anxiety kicks back up. And that's okay. That's something that can happen with this and something you can retrain with your body. So this is something that, again, have that patience over time. This will definitely improve. So again, take a moment to either practice this for yourself or to see how you would do this after watching the video on your own. Now please stop the video in a moment and answer these reflection questions. I'd like you to answer, what are you taking from today's workshop? And what will you try before the next workshop? So please take a moment to stop the video and answer these. Finally, we'd like to share some resources that you can use as next steps. We encourage you to download apps that can help with this. One of our favorites is Stop, Breathe, and Think, which is a free app for both Android and iPhone devices. You can also read this article about breaking the cycle of anxiety, which is where we got through that 3-part process that we just finished with. And then on our website is also a longer progressive muscle relaxation practice that will take you through all the muscle groups. We didn't have time today to go through all of them, and that's what this last link will take you to. As we wrap up, we also encourage you to take our survey, our evaluation, to give us feedback so that we can continue to improve what we offer for students and continue to improve this workshop. Thank you so much for listening. I wish you a very wonderful day, and I hope that you can be well. Bye. Thank you in advance for taking our evaluation and giving us feedback. The link is below in the video description. Bye.